We're starting a wide-legged child's pose tonight. So just bring the toes together, knees nice and wide. And just start to settle the body. If at any point this gets uncomfortable, you can just sit on the knees, but hopefully you'll feel pretty relaxed, folding forward, resting the forehead down either on the mat or onto some stacked hands if that doesn't reach or feel good for the neck. And we'll just start by taking a few deep breaths. And we'll breathe through the nose for our practice, but if you would like to start by taking a couple of breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just to really let go of any stale energy in the body. And then start to breathe in and out through the nose. Feeling the breath travel into the body, through the nose, rippling up from the base of the belly, up into the heart and the upper back. And then feel the breath travel like a wave back out through the chest, the ribs, the belly, and back out through the nose. Slowly lengthening the breath, feeling the spine lengthen and the muscles start to soften, create a bit more space for your practice. And for our class tonight, I encourage you to consider this idea of space. The space that we create through each movement, each posture that we hold or transition through, and how we create length through various muscles. Allow the heart space to open. How we use the breath to create more space and openness throughout the whole body. And how in turn this starts to create a little more space in the mind. We start to feel more grounded, weighed down onto our mats. We start to feel ourselves truly arrive in the present. And often we notice that when we are in the present, a lot of our worries, our fears, our anxieties, they live in the future, in the past, in projections throughout our mind. But in the present, we are safe. We feel ourselves grounded in each and every moment that arrives. And we really allow ourselves to create that space. The space within us, the space around us becomes a more beautiful place to be in. And we'll take a few more breaths here. And keeping in mind this idea of opening ourselves to the practice, letting go of any judgments, any attachments that we have to what a pose should look like, what our mind should be doing. Just let ourselves be open to be curious about how the body moves, to be mindful and considerate of how we're feeling, of the kind of thoughts we allow into our mind. And we'll just take one more full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, slowly sitting back onto the heels. We'll interlace the fingers together here, the hands together. And on the inhale, just lift the cupped hands up to the chest. Exhale, press the hands away, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead, lengthen the side body. And exhale, float the hands back down. Interlacing hands. Inhale, lift the hands up to the chest. Exhale, press the hands away, drop the chin. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. And exhale, float the arms back down. Interlacing the hands, one more. Inhale, lift the hands to the chest. Exhale, press them away, round the upper spine. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twisting to the right. Inhale, back to center, lift the arms. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, other side. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. One more each side. Inhale, arms up. Keeping the hips square. Exhale, twisting to the right. Moving through the torso only. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, bring the arms back to center. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take the right hand just behind us, the fingertips facing away. And you can either stay up on the fingertips or keep the hand flat. But on the inhale, we're going to come up onto the knees, lift the hips and sweep that left arm back overhead. Exhale, come back down. Bring the left arm back down. Left hand behind now. Inhale, lift the hips. Right arm sweeps around and overhead. High on the knees. Exhale, gently come back down. Other side. Inhale, left arm overhead. Lifting the hips. Exhale, sweeping back down. Inhale, right arm overhead. Lift the hips. And exhale, back down. One more. Inhale, over to the right. Left arm sweeps around overhead. Exhale, coming back down. Buttocks to heels. Left hand behind. Inhale, right arm sweeps overhead, lifting up. And exhale, back down. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, interlace hands behind the back. And inhale, straighten the hands away and come high up onto the knees. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and drop down onto the crown of the head. Stretching the arms away from the lower back and rolling the shoulders back, squeezing shoulder blades together. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sitting back onto the heels, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale down into your child's pose. Inhale, come up onto hands and knees. Drop the belly, chest through the arms into your cow. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Cat. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. And then exhale, tuck the toes underneath. Press back into your plank to start with. So come into your plank, stack shoulders over wrists. Zip up the front body, lengthen right through the spine. One more breath here. And then drop the knees down, lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the elbows in. Take the fingertips out to the side, tent them up, and on the inhale, roll the chest up into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, back down. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, back down. Plant the hands beside the rib cage and inhale, press all the way up into your cobra. Straighten the arms, lift the chest. And then exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And taking a few moments here, pedal out the heels. Take any organic movement that helps you open up the body to find your breath and arrive in your downward dog. And I'll just take 2 more breaths here. Starting to find a bit of stillness. Pressing down through the hands, lengthening through the back of the legs. Take 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walking the feet into the hands. Hip distance apart, catch the opposite elbow creases, bend the knees, belly rests on the thighs into your ragdoll. Let the upper body hang. Loosen through the neck. Biceps framing the ears. You can stay still, you can take little sways from side to side, whatever feels good. Nod or shake the head. Creating space through the body. Slowly bring yourself back to center, release the arms down. And with a bend in the knees, inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Stacking the vertebrae one at a time. All the way up to the head, rolling the shoulders back and open. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Take a breath in here, stack shoulders over wrists. And exhale, your choice, chaturanga or drop the knees down and lower, elbows stay in. Inhale, bring the chest through for cobra or up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. Use the core to move, not the lower back. 3 more breaths here. Two more breaths. 1 more breath here. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hinge over the hips. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back and lower through your version of chaturanga, dropping the knees if you would like to. Elbows stay in. Inhale, draw the chest through, up dog or cobra. Shoulders down. Exhale, downward dog. Squeeze the lower belly as you lift back up. 3 more breaths here. Pressing down through all of the hands, the index finger and thumb. Activating those inner arms, broadening the shoulder blades. 1 more breath here, beautiful work. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more of our sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Elbows graze the ribs. Inhale through for up dog or cobra. Press down through index finger and thumb. Exhale back to downward dog. Use the belly. 3 breaths. Spiraling inner thighs in and back. 2 more breaths. One more breath here. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Notice if the hips want to come with you, try and keep them square. Inhale, arms back overhead. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot all the way back and drop the knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, twist to the bent knee. Inhale, arms back to center, overhead. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, take the left arm overhead, circle it back and open. Exhale, set it back down. Tuck the right toe under, lift the right knee, and inhale back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, drop the knees if you would like to, any point. No judgment, remember. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Lengthen the spine. Feel into the body, feel into the breath. Make each movement work for you. One more breath here. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Legs stay firm. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot back on the mat, drop the knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, circle the right arm forward and back, open the chest. And exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee. Inhale, back into your plank. Shoulders over wrists, firm shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, draw the chest through, upward dog. And exhale, squeeze the belly back to down dog. Three more breaths here. Two more breaths. Broadening the shoulder blades, wrapping the biceps up, the elbow creases forward. One more breath. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, step, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fall back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the toes together, heels slightly apart. And inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth into your chair. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Rotate from the torso, keep the hips square. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, back to center, lift the arms. And exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Notice if those hips have come with you. Try and pull left hip back. Keep the knees in line. 2 more breaths here. Push the palms together, broaden the collarbone. Hands into the heart. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, back to chair, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Find the earth, then straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Your choice now. Drop the knee down or keep the knee lifted. Completely up to you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, circle the left arm forward, open the chest, back. And exhale, take the left hand back down. Inhale, high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale through to up dog or cobra. Lift the chest through the arms. Exhale, squeeze the belly, lift back, downward dog. Take 3 more breaths here. Find your breath. 2 more. Lengthen through the back of the legs. Last breath. Inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth into chair. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Rotate the chest. Inhale, arms back to center. Squeeze the belly. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Other side. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Hook the right elbow outside the left knee. And then notice once you've done that, the right knee crept a little forward. Can you pull back with the right hip and rotate from the torso? 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful work, guys. Inhale to chair, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the left foot all the way back. Knee down or up, your choice. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, circle the right arm forward and back, open the chest. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, drive the chest through the arms, shoulders down the back. Exhale, lift through the belly, back to down dog. 3 more breaths. 2 more. 1 more breath here. Inhale, step, walk or hop to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fall back down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, bend the knees, scoop the earth chair. And exhale, drinking bird, tilt the upper chest forward, arms behind. You can come up onto the toes if you want an extra challenge. Inhale, back to chair, heels down. Exhale, fold forward, onto the toes if you like. Inhale, back to chair, squeeze the belly. Exhale, drinking bird, arms behind. Last one, inhale, chair. Exhale, arms behind. Inhale, back into your chair. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back and lower through chaturanga, dropping the knees if you would like. Just keeping the elbows in, shoulders firm. Inhale through to cobra, up dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat. And exhale, back into your child, knees together or wide, yogi's choice. Find the breath. Tune into the body. Does it feel open? Does it feel hesitant or resistant? Were you able to flow with softness and fluidity, openness? Or did you encounter moments of resistance where you're bracing for the next move, for a particular pose you may not like? Let's take a couple more breaths here. Starting to feel the energy settle a little bit more. And start to welcome in some stillness and some more peace into all that space we've created. And take one more breath here. And in your own time, inhale back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes under and exhale back into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, foot to buttocks, open the hip. Shoulders square. Inhale, right leg high. Then exhale, bring the right shin forward for your pigeon. Drop that knee and shin down, release the back left leg. If you need anything, like a blanket or something underneath your right sit bone, you can place it there now. And then just start to find a little bit of length right up through the crown before hinging forward and finding a soft place to land. If it's feeling a little bit tight or you're conscious of dropping too deep, you can bring in a blanket, a block, something to go underneath the forearms to hold you a little bit higher. But otherwise, just allow the body to soften into the pose. Give yourself permission to be still, to give your mind permission to rest and let go of some of the concerns or distractions. Feel the shoulders melt away from the ears. The chest soften, pulled down by gravity towards the earth. And stay with the breath each and every moment. A new inhale, a new exhale. A new opportunity for stillness, openness. And we'll take a few more breaths here. One more breath here. And inhale, lifting the chest slowly, walking the hands back in under the shoulders. Taking any props out if you're using them. Then we'll tuck the left toe and lift the left knee. And on the inhale, take the right leg back up to your three-legged dog. Stretch that leg out. Exhale, set it down into downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, foot to buttocks, open the hip. Inhale, left leg high, square the hips. And exhale, bring the left leg through for your pigeon. Chin to earth, release the right leg long. Any props you need under your left buttocks, you can bring them in. And again, finding that beautiful length through the spine and then folding forward over the leg. Wherever you're at, if it's up on the hands, on the forearms, if you can make it all the way to the earth. To your practice, give yourself permission to stop at any point, any little place you want to hop off and stay in. And then just breathe. Nowhere else to be, nothing else that we need to be doing. Simply this opportunity to rest and take care of our body and mind. Taking a few more breaths here. And take one more breath here. Inhale, lifting the chest, walking hands back in. Removing any props. Firming the hands and tucking right toe under, lift the right knee. And on the inhale, stretch the left leg back into three-legged dog. Exhale, set the foot down, downward dog. Inhale, drop the knees down onto the mat. And keeping the knees and the hips in line, start to walk the hands out in front so the chest starts to melt towards the earth. And your choice, you can either take the forehead to the mat, or if it feels okay, you can bring the chin down. Really let the chest fall down into the earth. Breathe into the back and the muscles along the spine. Soften the chest, the heart. Three more breaths here. Two more. One more breath. On the inhale, press down through the forearms and hands, ripple through the upper back and come over onto the belly into your Sphinx pose. Forearms will be in front, elbows underneath the shoulders. And then you're going to grip through your fingertips into the floor and pull the elbows back so the chest drives through the arms. Pushing down through those elbows to create more height through the crown. And softening shoulders away from the ears. You'll feel that middle and lower back start to contract, extend up through the crown. Maybe closing down the eyes while we take a few more breaths here. Feeling the heart open. One more breath here. And gently lower down, take the forehead down onto the hands. And just rock the hips side to side, release the muscles in the lower back. Then we'll take the right leg out to the side into a right angle. The thigh will extend straight out from the hip. And the right foot back, little flapping fish. And then walk the upper body and the hands over towards that right knee until you get a nice stretch out the left side of the body. Rest the head back onto the hands. Scan through the body, see what else you can let go of. What sources of tension can you release, not resist. Maybe through the face, the jaw, the shoulders. And feeling this body ground down into the earth. The nervous system calming down. Taking a few more breaths here. One more breath. From here, keeping the leg where it is, we're going to take the left arm over to the right side of the body, palm facing up, and then that top arm will open back out behind us, wringing out the spine. Letting the chest open, and the muscles through the front of the shoulders stretch out. The spine twisting deeply. Tuning in with the breath. Noticing the way the breath expands the body on the inhales through the belly, the chest. And feel the softening on the exhales. Soften through the backs of the hands, the arms, shoulders, neck, back of the head. A few more breaths. Last breath here. Slowly, mindfully inhale, rolling back onto the belly. Bringing the chest back to center, right leg back in to meet the left. And just take the hands underneath the shoulders. And inhale, straighten out the arms, pressing up into a cobra. Lifting the chest, 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Lowering back down on your exhale. Taking the left knee out to the side in a little right angle. And then walking the upper body, the chest, the arms over to the left knee. Stretching and lengthening that right side body. Softening forehead down into the hands. Each and every thought that comes into the mind. Just observing before letting go. Always coming back to the breath. And the beautiful inhales and exhales that ground us in the present. And just taking a couple more breaths here. One more breath. And taking that right arm, threading it over to the left side, palm up, and opening that top arm back behind to open the chest, wring out the spine. Noticing which muscles tensed or braced for the movement. And see if you can let each one go. Down through the thighs, the glutes, through the belly, the chest. Few more breaths here. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And gently inhale, rolling back onto the belly. Gentle on the spine. Legs back to center, hands beside the rib cage, and inhale up into your tabletop. Bring the toes together, knees nice and wide. And exhale, press back into your wide-legged child's pose, forehead to the earth. Let the arms soften a little. The chest melt down towards the earth. The forehead or third eye connecting down to the mat. Feeling the breath rippling up through the spine into the back. Expanding the belly. And softly grounding down on the exhale. Giving yourself complete permission just to be. Taking a few more breaths here. One more breath. And slowly sitting back onto the heels. Swinging the legs around and back out in front. Nothing fancy. Just coming to lie all the way down onto the back. And then coming into your happy baby, catching the outer edges of the feet. Knees into the armpits, feet straight up to the ceiling. Feeling the spine elongate along the mat. For a couple more breaths. Last breath here. And then drawing the knees into the chest, drawing the head up towards the knees, squeezing everything in. Take a breath in. And exhale, release down onto the earth. And start to prepare for your Shavasana. If you have any extra layers of clothing, any changes, any modifications, even any final poses that you might like to take, maybe some kind of inversion, please feel free to do so before winding down your practice. But otherwise, feel completely free just to lay back in your Shavasana. Close down the eyes. Soften each and every muscle right from the crown of the head through the face, the jaw, shoulders, down the backs of the arms, the belly, the spine. Releasing through the pelvis and hips. Letting the legs softly roll out. Releasing through the thighs, calves, shins, ankles, right down to the toes. Feel the beautiful space that you've created within the body, with the length of each breath, even space that's opened up in the mind that's given you a few moments of peace throughout your practice. And allow your energy to settle in as you lay here. The way that dust settles after it's been disturbed. Or the way bubbles in a fizzy drink start to settle down. Imagining the whole body just easing into stillness, getting heavy. Restoring itself after your practice. All of this space created, making way for new, more positive energies to enter the body, the mind. More compassion and kindness, more gratitude, generosity, understanding. We move the body, we breathe, we soften the mind so that we may make way for more beautiful things to enter our lives. And I encourage you to stay here as long as you like, as long as you're able to, particularly after a slower finish to the practice. 5 to 10 minutes if you have it. Just soak up the benefits of your movement. relax with a soft, peaceful mind. Rest knowing that the video will end automatically, so there's no need to move, rush before a new class enters. And I'm sure I will see you all again very soon, but I am so grateful for having you all here tonight. So thank you very much. With love and gratitude. Namaste.